What's up? Hey, tune in, turn on. My name is Erin, and I think this is the first time I'm actually introducing myself in Becky's new group, even though I've been Becky's client for like 3 years. So, shame on me. But, hi, I wanted to come in here today and just give you guys a little bit of inspiration. And I'm actually doing something a little different. So I'm trying this out, and I hope it goes well, and I hope you guys like it. I happen to be an artist, and I love creating things that inspire other people. So what I'm going to do today is you're going to actually get to watch me create something. I'm going to flip this camera around in a second, and you're going to be listening to me talk about it while I create it. So it's a little double inspiration. You're going to see the picture, and I'm going to talk about some mindset. So we're going to see how this goes. It's going to be really interesting because I have no idea how this is going to be. And so what I do usually is I pick an inspirational quote that I see or that I find that resonates with me that day, and I go create something that looks really awesome, okay? And what I wanted to do is go a step further and not just create something awesome, but talk about why it's awesome, and not about the creation, but about the quote itself and why it applies and why we need to be thinking about these things, and one that I can actually speak a lot to. So today, the quote is, I don't even know if it's a quote. Is it a phrase? Does it really matter? The one I want to talk about today is be afraid and do it anyways. That's just the one that stuck out to me today. I scan through Pinterest or whatever, and I'm like, oh, it looks good. What do I need to hear today? And if I need to hear it, surely somebody else needs to hear it too. Okay. So they're just fun for me. So that's what we're going to do. And I think it's really fitting because I'm a little nervous to do this, but we're going to do it anyways. Okay. And we're going to see what happens. So I'm going to turn this camera around, and we're just going to go for it. Okay. So hang on tight while I do this. Okay. So I'm going to get you guys set up with my little drawing space here, and we're going to turn this on. Everyone's about to learn my password. Not a big deal. Okay, so I already did a little pencil sketch of what we're going to make today. So, and I thought this would be fun because sometimes watching other people create stuff is really therapeutic. So I hope you guys find this as therapeutic as I do. And let me get set up here, and then I will dive in. Okay, we got the right color. We got the right pen. Okay. Hey, whoever's watching. Thanks for being here. So being afraid and doing it anyways. I feel like, to me, this is a really easy thing to say and even want to buy into, but when the rubber meets the road, we can easily talk ourselves out of this stuff, right? So I'm going to use, since we're doing this, and since I know this is coming down the road for the people that are in the masterclass, let's talk about live streaming. Live streaming is terrifying, right? If you're not used to it. Let's just use that as an example. A lot of business women are afraid to use live stream in their business because why? It just freaks us out. Okay, there's an advantage. That you have this know, like, and trust factor instantly built in. You're experiencing it from other people. And that it works, but you don't do it, okay? When it comes to turning on the camera, what happens? You freeze, you, freak out, you think you have to make it perfect, you think you have to write everything down first, you think, what else do you guys think? Suddenly you're aware that everyone's watching you, or maybe it's more like, oh my God, I did all this work, and nobody's watching me. That's almost worse, right? Maybe you say I'm too much, right? Whatever it is, you decide that you're not going to do it. You decide to opt out. You tell yourself you're going to do it tomorrow. You tell yourself it's going to be, whatever. I got to have more preparation. I'm not ready for this. I'm whatever. Okay. And so on and on you go, the next day and the next day, and it never happens. And you keep hiding behind your screen. Okay. That's just one example of how our fears can keep us from actually being successful, from actually getting the things that we want, because we let them win, right? And there's nothing wrong with feeling afraid. Absolutely nothing wrong with feeling afraid. It's normal, right? If you didn't feel afraid, it would be weird. It would be really strange for you to never have a fear of anything, okay? So go be afraid. It's okay. You can give yourself the time to go feel afraid. You wouldn't be human if you didn't feel this way, right? So quit talking your brain out of normal behaviors, because it'll just make it worse, okay? This is one of the biggest lessons that I've learned from Becky, is just let yourself feel the feelings. You need to feel the feelings. And yeah, they're scary because we don't think they're ever going to go away. And we think they only don't go away if we don't feel them. You'll be really surprised if you just give yourself 30 minutes. Go be scared about whatever it is that you're scared about, and then come back, and you're going to feel better. I promise. Okay. Once you acknowledge it, you can then move forward. Just don't stew in it all day. Okay. One of the biggest things, let's keep live streaming as an example here. One of the biggest things about live streaming that I learned is to give yourself permission to screw up, like whatever it is you're about to go do. Okay. You can delete this if it's horrible. That's okay. That's fine. I wasn't sure how this was going to go. I have no idea how people are going to take it. I don't know. It was just an idea. Okay. It's all okay. No one's going to die. And just so you guys know that you're far from alone, I used to have to, or I chose to, I won't say I have to, drink at least 2 glasses of wine before I got on a live screen. Okay. So if you, because I was so freaking anxious, or I would just write out everything, or I would just do audio, or, I don't know, I came up with a million excuses, not to do these live streams. And now, because I've been doing them, because I jumped in anyways, I actually like them. Okay. So you can do hard and scary things. And this will actually start to apply to other areas of your life. Once you get brave in one area, you learn how to deal with this. It's going to help you in other areas, like relationships. Maybe you have a hard time saying no. Finances, health, you'll just be more equipped, because the more you do it, the easier it gets. Move this down so you guys can actually see it. And you might be pleasantly surprised. Okay. A year or 2 ago, this was the scariest thing ever. So that's my little quip on that today. What I'm going to do now is change this into something a little more exciting, so you guys can see the finished product here. Hold up. There's that one. There's that one. Okay, can you guys see this? No, it's pretty. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I hope this was fun for you to watch. Let me know. I love doing these, but maybe they're only therapeutic to me. So, but just remember, you can do it anyways. You can also be afraid.